Uh, I'd say I don't regret anything. I don't regret ever coming here. I don't regret meeting the people that I've met. I've met some of the best people that you could ever meet, and I'm sure those relationships will maintain. And being around great people, man. And I think my teammates, the linebacker room, Coach Hazleton, we all got a really, really close knit relationship, and I definitely see big things for this program in the future. And I'll be in and out. I'll be around, helping in any way that I can. With whatever anybody needs, young guys, older guys, anything. And yeah, man, I haven't necessarily come to the conclusion that I'm done with college football yet, but I'm sure it'll hit me probably on the ride back to the campus or something like that. But right now I'm just kind of numb to it. I really wanted to win today, and that didn't really go our way. So right now I'm still in loser, still fighting against the feeling of losing. But once everything's settled down and I talk to my parents and things like that, I'm sure it'll settle in, and we'll just go from there.
Hey, Aaron, I pose this question to your teammate Nick, but I'll add a little caveat to it as it relates to your next chapter. But what's something you learned about yourself, and what's something you learned about your team that's going to help you in your next chapter?
As far as myself, I've learned that I've got to be patient. I mean, this is the closest thing to, well, this is for myself and my team. This is the closest to real life we're going to get with the unsure things that go on with coaching and obviously expecting to have two big seasons from last year and this year, things not going your way, and that's what life is. And you can have 5 to 10 years in real life besides football. This is really us playing football in college was a privilege for us. So I think everything from here on out is not guaranteed. So I think through football I've learned that, and I think I've had a great group of guys, my parents, and coaches and things like that. They've done a really good job making us understand that things are much harder in life. People have had it way harder than we've ever had it. And after football, we can struggle for 5, 10 years. There'll be things that'll be knocking you down for the rest of your life outside of football that you really have to deal with. So I kind of take a lot on myself as far as football, but I know that in the rest of my life, I've got to make things happen for myself, my family, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, thank you.
What did you thought about the job that Harlan did stepping into this situation and keeping you guys together? What's kind of been his lasting imprint on this team?
Yeah, Coach Barnett wants to be the head coach here, so he never stopped being on us about anything, and I think he has a great opportunity. He's definitely a fighter. He's a Spartan dog, so I mean, even if he wasn't being here, even if he didn't want to be here, I'm sure he wanted the program to look good, so he was doing whatever he could to fight, and it's not easy to do stuff to step in and take that job, and I think he did a great job. I can't necessarily remember when it started happening, but I noticed that we were on the field a good bit, but there's no excuses. They still scored points on us, so I mean, that's still up to the defense to get those stops. We can't necessarily blame anybody else for what we gave up.
When you look at this season, you guys played out the string all the way down, the bodies kind of dropped aside. How has that been? I mean, there's a lot
Yeah.
of injuries that you guys have had to kind of deal with, watch other guys come in, hear the play where Sam Edwards came in line.
Yeah.
How tough is that for the defense? I mean, really,
Yeah, when he was in the game, we got to stop. So, it's a next man up mentality, and we're confident in anybody that goes on the field. And I think in the coming years here, that obviously with the recruiting and things like that, that's what the great programs do. They bring in guys. When one guy goes down, it's the next man up, and that guy's just as good as the guy that was already starting. So. I think that's the mentality that all the great programs have, and I think that's the culture that's here. We just got to get that back going. So I think we'll be pretty good.
We got time for a couple more in the back of that, Steven. Speaking for yourself and maybe the other seniors, did you enjoy having this game before the field, or would you rather have one more game in Spartan Stadium?
No, this is awesome. I'm 19 hours from home, so I think actually being able to play in another NFL stadium. I played in the Superdome maybe once or twice down in Louisiana, but this is definitely nice. I mean, we watched the Detroit Lions. I've been watching them since I was a kid also. So I think this was a great opportunity for the guys that are from here and the guys to play for the guys that's from here that's not from here. So I mean, I loved it. I think this was a good idea, and I mean, it was a pretty packed crowd. It looked like it was a lot of people. I was looking, I couldn't really see because like it gets dark in the stands, kind of. But the more you look up, I didn't really see too many empty seats. So I mean, I think it's a great idea.
Could you feel the noise? You guys had a couple sacks. You guys sacked.
Yeah, I don't necessarily notice the noise when I'm playing, but yeah, you definitely you feel it when you go into the sidelines and things like that. And if you just take a second to look up and things like that, you can hear the roars, you can feel it. Yep.
Time for a couple more, though. Ryan, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, you came in obviously right after the program kind of peaked in the 11th year. Obviously, you know, excluding the situation that happened with Mel, I mean, can you put a finger on why you don't think it worked out quite the way that it, you know, may have been thought of, I guess, going into that year 2022 year?
You saying?
Yeah, just like everything with the program, just it kind of, it didn't all seem to come together after that.
Yeah, like I said, once again, that's life. I mean, God clearly put us through that battle for something great to happen out of this. Whatever the case may be, I mean, there's something got to be great coming out of this. And I think for this program, like I said, the future's bright. I mean, it's Michigan State. There's going to be a great coach that come in. There's going to be players that want to play here. There's always going to be that. So I think it's just that one little slump. That I mean, it's life. There's a million more years to go. So I mean, 2 years out of however many more to go. I mean, I'm confident in this program.
Steven, and wrap up with Chris.
The transfer portal opens the middle of the season once something else was fired. And basically the month of October, you guys weren't winning games. I think only a handful of guys ended up actually going in. Why do you think that was? Are you surprised looking back at the number that did? How much of that was a conversation amongst you guys? And just what's to say that only 5 or so?
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. Guys make emotional decisions. Some talk to their families, some don't. Some have guidance, some don't really have guidance. Some need somebody to tell them once they do enter the portal that they don't need to be in the portal. It all plays a part, and I think the guys that eventually came back that were in the portal made a great decision. The guys that didn't come back after the portal, I mean, that's their life, and that's the decision they had to make. So I think we've done a pretty good job managing that.
Why do you think so many stuck around, I guess, is really
Yeah, I mean, we're a gritty group. It's a group of guys that I think really, really love each other. And we fight, we practice as hard as we can for each other every day. And in the midst of whatever goes on, I think our focus was just to win games. So whatever, obviously the results may have not been what we wanted, but we will say we've definitely learned and guys have gotten stronger throughout this whole situation.
Last one from Chris. When the next coach comes in, you're a guy that came in from the outside and been elsewhere. What advice would you give that next coach, and what would you tell him about both Michigan State and the guys in that market?
Yeah, for a coach coming in, I mean, obviously they're going to bring their own structure and things like that coming in. And, I mean, they've got to take control of the program. Obviously keep some tradition, whatever the case may be as far as Spartan tradition, but bringing your philosophy. I'm sure they'll bring in a pretty gritty type of coach and a guy that's all about his business. And what was the second part of your question?
What would you tell him about the guys in the locker room?
Yeah, the guys in the locker room, they're a gritty group. And I'm sure he'll be able to watch the tape and things like that, and his staff will be able to watch the tape, and they'll be able to make adjustments from there and bringing in guys, I guess getting rid of guys, whatever the case may be. I'm sure I'm confident in the next coach that Alan Heller hires that they'll do a really good job of getting this program back on track.
Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.